December 19th, 1959. A day frozen in time. A date that would forever be etched in the annals of history, remembered not for its festivities, but for the chilling events that unfolded. Osprey, Florida. A small, quiet town where the pace of life was slow and the folks were friendly. Nestled along the Gulf Coast, it was a place where everyone knew each other, and the sense of community was strong. Christmas was just around the corner, a time for joy and family. The town was adorned with festive decorations, and the air was filled with the anticipation of the holiday season. But for the Walker family, December 19th, 1959, would mark a tragic end to their story, leaving behind a chilling mystery that continues to haunt the town to this day. Their once happy home turned into a scene of sorrow and unanswered questions. The family patriarch, Cliff Walker, was a respected war veteran. He had served his country with honor and returned home to build a life for his family. His wife, Christine, was the picture of warmth and kindness. She was a devoted mother and a beloved member of the community, known for her gentle nature and caring heart. They had 3 young children, Jimmy, Debbie, and the youngest, Perry. The children were the light of their parents' lives, bringing joy and laughter to their home. The Walkers were the kind of family anyone would be proud to call neighbors. They were active in the community, always willing to lend a helping hand and share in the joys and sorrows of their friends and neighbors. Their home, a modest ranch nestled among orange groves, was a sanctuary of love and laughter. It was a place where memories were made and dreams were nurtured. But on that fateful December day, their haven would become a crime scene, forever etched in the annals of Florida's most baffling unsolved mysteries. The events of that day would leave an indelible mark on the town, a reminder of the fragility of life and the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most idyllic communities. The day wore on in Osprey, the sun beginning its descent as twilight cast long shadows across the town. The air was thick with an eerie stillness, a quiet that seemed to whisper of something amiss. A strange premonition hung in the air as a concerned neighbor, noticing the unusual silence from the Walker residence, decided to check on the family. The Walkers were known to be a lively bunch, and the silence was unsettling. Nothing would have prepared him for the gruesome sight that awaited him inside. The door was unlocked, which was unusual for the cautious Walkers. With a trembling hand, he pushed the door open, his heart pounding in his chest. Stepping inside, he was met with a scene of unimaginable horror. The dimly lit interior only added to the macabre atmosphere. Cliff Walker lay lifeless on the living room floor, a bullet wound marking his temple. The sight was both shocking and heartbreaking. In the back bedroom, Christine was found, her body bearing the marks of a violent struggle. The room was in disarray, evidence of a desperate fight for survival. The children, Jimmy, Debbie, and little Perry, were discovered in separate rooms, their innocent lives brutally extinguished. Each room told a story of terror and loss. The house was in disarray, a testament to the chaos that had unfolded within its walls. Furniture was overturned, and personal belongings were scattered everywhere, painting a grim picture of the final moments of the Walker family. News of the horrific murders spread like wildfire through Osprey, sending shockwaves of disbelief and fear throughout the tight-knit community. The once peaceful town was now gripped by a sense of dread, as residents locked their doors and whispered anxiously about the gruesome events. The serenity of the small town was shattered, replaced by the piercing sirens of police cars and the somber whispers of investigators. The streets, once filled with the sounds of children playing, were now eerily silent, as the community grappled with the reality of the violence that had invaded their lives. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office launched a full-scale investigation, determined to bring the perpetrators of this heinous crime to justice. Detectives worked around the clock, sifting through mountains of evidence and following up on every possible lead, no matter how small. Every lead was meticulously followed, every shred of evidence painstakingly analyzed. Forensic experts combed through the crime scene, hoping to find that one crucial piece of evidence that would break the case wide open. Neighbors were questioned, alibis were checked, and theories were carefully constructed, only to crumble upon closer examination. The frustration among the detectives grew as each promising lead turned into another dead end. The murder weapon, believed to be a .22 caliber pistol, was never found. Despite extensive searches and numerous tips from the public, the elusive weapon remained out of reach, adding to the mounting challenges faced by the investigators. The investigation ran cold, leaving the community grappling with fear and uncertainty. The once hopeful residents now faced the grim reality that the killer might never be caught, and their sense of security was shattered. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. But the question remained, who could commit such a horrific act against the Walker family? The passage of time did little to heal the wounds, as the mystery continued to haunt the town of Osprey. Years passed, and the Walker family murders became a chilling tale whispered among the residents of Osprey. The lack of answers only fueled speculation, casting a long shadow of suspicion over the once peaceful community. Theories abounded, some more plausible than others. Some whispered about a possible connection to Cliff's military past, suggesting that wartime enemies might be seeking revenge. Others pointed to the family's modest wealth, speculating that robbery could be a motive. There were even murmurs of a jealous lover seeking retribution. Yet, despite the whispers and conjecture, the truth remained elusive. The Walker family murders remained an open wound on the heart of Osprey, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most idyllic communities. Decades passed, and generations grew up with the story of the unsolved murders etched in their minds. Just when hope seemed lost, a glimmer of light emerged from the shadows. In the early 2000s, advancements in DNA technology offered new hope for solving cold cases. Law enforcement agencies across the country began revisiting unsolved mysteries, armed with the power to unlock secrets hidden within decades-old evidence. In 2023, the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, driven by an unwavering commitment to justice, decided to reopen the Walker family murder case. The passage of time, once an obstacle, now held the potential to reveal the truth. Section 6. Unmasking the Past. Exhumations and Forensic Advancements. The renewed investigation brought with it a renewed sense of hope for the families of the victims and a renewed determination to uncover the truth. Investigators, armed with cutting-edge forensic technology, painstakingly re-examined every piece of evidence collected from the crime scene over 6 decades prior. In a significant development, the bodies of Cliff, Christine, Jimmy, Debbie, and Perry Walker were exhumed. Forensic anthropologists and DNA specialists worked tirelessly, extracting DNA samples from the skeletal remains in the hope of finding a match in the National CODIS database. The community of Osprey watched with bated breath, clinging to the hope that justice, though long delayed, might finally be served. Section 7. The Lingering Enigma, Osprey's Unsolved Mystery. Despite the tireless efforts of investigators and the advancements in DNA technology, the Walker family murders remain unsolved. The exhumations and subsequent DNA analyses, while providing valuable insights, have yet to yield a conclusive match. The mystery that has haunted Osprey for over 6 decades continues to cast a long shadow. The passage of time, while making the pursuit of justice more challenging, has not diminished the resolve of those determined to find answers. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office remains committed to solving this case, driven by the belief that every victim deserves justice, no matter how much time has passed. Section 8. Echoes of a Tragedy, the Walker Family's Legacy. The brutal murders of the Walker family left an indelible mark on the community of Osprey, forever changing the fabric of the small town. The once unshakable sense of security was shattered, replaced by a lingering unease. The tragedy served as a stark reminder that darkness can touch even the most peaceful corners of the world. Yet, amidst the sorrow and unanswered questions, the legacy of the Walker family endures. Their story is a testament to the preciousness of life, the importance of community, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. Their memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew them and in the countless lives touched by their story. Section 9. A Prayer for Justice, keeping the memory alive. The Walker family murders stand as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can touch even the most idyllic communities. The passage of time may blur the edges of memory, but the haunting question remains: who could commit such a heinous act against a loving family? The quest for justice continues. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office remains dedicated to solving this case, driven by the belief that every victim deserves justice, no matter how much time has passed. The hope remains that one day, the truth will be revealed, bringing closure to a community forever marked by this tragic, unsolved mystery.